fields are always wet with rain. After a summer shower, when I saw you standing in the garden, wet with rain.
Hi, Mark Cram for SpicingUpYourLife.com. Well, this is a special video today. I want to talk about my tomato cages and let you know how I constructed them, and because I'm actually very happy with how they've turned out, and thought I would share it with you. So let's get started. So this is the first year where I've actually tried to construct an actual tomato cage for myself. I've tried tying them up on single poles. I've tried the wire tomato cages, and again, just not happy. You can see my two initial tomatoes that I started have grown well over 6 feet, and if they weren't in these cages, they would be all over my garden. So what I've done basically is to put some posts in the ground. I'll try to get down here where you can see the metal posts. So I've drove those into the ground, and then I've put some stakes, screwed those right onto the metal posts. These stakes I've constructed out of pressure-treated deck boards. They're basically 5/8 by 6 inches, 5/8 by 6 inch boards. And I split them in thirds on the table saw, and then drilled some holes in them. And then the secret, which I have used, which I'm again extremely happy with, is this parachute cord, which basically you can pick up at any Army surplus store. I actually had my first batch given to me by my friend Steve, and then I went on to Amazon.com and purchased a couple more bundles, 100-foot lengths of this. But you can see that what it allows is to be able to really contain the tomatoes until they get up to the top, in which they can bend over. But I think what it'll do is allow us to certainly have a much more compact garden space, and maybe be able to see the tomatoes that are on the vines a little bit easier once they turn color. My biggest thing is just getting into these things. So you can see I've got some tomatoes underneath here. These will be the first to turn, I think, and there's actually quite a few on the plant. And again, they're hard to see until they start getting some size, but they are certainly developing, and I've got all of my tomatoes set up. The last one I set up, I used 4 boards on these first 4 that I planted, so 2s and 2s, and then the last one I did a triangle. I think this is going to actually be a little bit better in the long run, and so I'll end up probably doing this next year with all of them. So the last 2, which were the Romas that I planted, they are just in a triangular space. But what's nice about this parachute cord is it's soft, it's pliable, it's not going to break down over the summer in the sun and the rain and everything else, so it's very durable, certainly reusable. It'll be easy to get it in and out, and just a matter of drilling some holes into the boards and running the wire through, or running the parachute cord through. So that's it. That's really all there is to it. But again, it's a fairly simple, easy way to build a tomato cage that I think you'll find useful in your garden as well. As always glad to have you come with me to my garden and take a look. A couple of weeks we'll be back in the garden to look and see how we're progressing. But until then, for SpicingUpYourLife.com, Mark Cram.